Hello everyone, Merry Christmas. I'm going to apologize. My voice sounds probably terrible. I've been so sick, but I have to get this done. I'm already running late with this. So let's get back to this. This is White Sugar Designs. My name is Claudia. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is a very quick little flip through for a junk journal that I'm giving away, which actually I should say I gave away because I already selected a winner, and I need to do this really quick because I need to mail this to her. Well, let me show you that later. Anyways, I decided to make a using one of these little golden books. This is actually not a golden book. This is a Wonder Books, not a golden book, a little golden book, but a Wonder Book. I found this one at a thrift store and I loved it. The colors were so pretty. And I wanted to do the binding differently because I really don't like to cover, these books, they come with a little spine, but it's so close to the edge that you really can't do anything about it when it comes to binding. So if you want to put one of those spines on the side, it really covers part of the image and the words. Although it does make sense, even if I were to cover part of the letter C and the S, you can make out what it's supposed to say, but I personally don't like that. So I was trying to find a way to bind this book without having to create signatures. And the reason why is because I wanted to be able to add pages to it. So I tried different ways. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw a little sneak little thing that I did where I added a spine right here on the side, and I was using the arc. Arc is the system that you can that has the discs on the side. Let me grab one to show you. So I wanted to use these, right? These little discs. And so I had punch with one of these punches that you use to use this type of binding system. So I was going to add these rings all along so it would look, I don't want to say what name brand because that's not what I meant, but using this arc system. And in the end, I ended up switching. I didn't think it was going to work because the pages of the book were so fragile. I was afraid that they were going to rip. So I decided to do these types of rings. I also added another thing that I tried. You see this extra color here? This went all the way around, and I wanted to somehow wrap it around the rings, but it was still causing too much problem flipping the book. So in the end, I just made it simple. I added 2 large rings, and they're not the silver kind. They're kind of that, I don't want to say vintage, but it's like a gold rusted look, very patina. So this is how I ended up doing it. And the reason why I had already added this other spine that curved. It didn't work, so I went ahead and trimmed it away, but I left a little bit of the chipboard because I felt like it reinforced the cover a lot better. So let's get to it. Now that I've explained why and how, I kept it very simple. I kept all the pages from the original book. And there's a shadow over here. I have a mess all around. Like I said, I'm trying to go really quick here. I left the book as it was because, again, that's part of the beauty of it. The fact that it's very vintage. You can see the discoloration on the pages around here. I left the name of the person who owned the book before, Brad Britton. So super cute. By adding this extra piece here, like I said, it reinforced the cover. Plus it gave me a little bit more room, and basically it made the cover wider. So because I didn't want to punch in too far in, the extra spine that I added, this extra piece of chipboard, it allowed me to punch the hole closer to the edge of the actual cover, and I felt that it would still would keep it strong. I added this little tag that says Merry Christmas, and I think this came from a packaging, so I just added it there. And like I said, I kept all of the pages that came from the book. So my pattern goes like this: book page, my page, book page, my page, and so on. So this is the first page of the book. It shows you. I bought it at an antique mall, so it has the number of the booth, I guess, that owned the book, and the price, which was $4. So here's the first page of the book, and then I added this other page here, and I added a calendar for December 2019. The pages, some of them were not, they were single-sided. So what I did is, to make them double-sided, I folded the 12 by 12 and then trimmed it and then stitched around some of them, not all of them. I added a few tabs on some of the pages and some reinforcing stickers, I guess, of these are gold, and I got these from an Etsy shop, and I cannot remember where the name of the shop. If I do find it, I will put a link to them. I added a glassine bag over here with a tag, and then a couple of things I'm adding to each of the pockets. So in this case, I found these cute little cards, and I'm adding just random little things to each of the pockets so that she has something to, this one, oh no, it does fit. So obviously it will be obvious to her that the pockets are for her to store some of her items, but like I said, I also wanted to add some items that she'll be able to use to decorate the book. So here's the page of the book. I added a little tab. Some of the pages I've decided to keep them simple because, again, it's up to her to decorate her pages. And some of the pages, by to make them double-sided, I just added two different pattern papers back to back. This one here is a pocket, as you can see. And here I have some extra stuff over here that I can add for her. Let me find a couple more things that I can add that she can use to decorate her book. And the pages that were part of the book, I've kind of left by themselves because, you know, it'll be up to her if she wants to cover some of the images. So some of the pages I just kept simple. Here's a little tuck in. And I added, this one's got stuck here. Shoot. Another reinforcer that just came off. But I've added a few little tags just kind of floating around like this from different collections. This is a larger pocket. I stitched all the way around and left the top open, and then just use a punch to create a little, I don't know, little hole there. And then I made this large tag, and I'm going to add it here, and then she can use it however she wants. Just more of the book pages. So this one here, just another floating tag that she can take out if she wants to use it somewhere else. This pocket, it's a little different. I added, so this is a back-to-back page, but I stitched on the side and I hid the stitching with this washi tape here. It was kind of a messy. Wasn't my sewing machine wasn't doing a good job, so I hid some of the holes that were not perfect with it. And then I made two slits, one here and one here. And then underneath there, I put some double-sided tape to actually create the pocket. So this guy here, whatever she puts in here can't go any further. And then this one here, because it's stitched at the bottom, it's obviously already, it makes the pockets there. And she can add whatever else she wants, but she can keep these little images that I added here. Over here, I sandwich this very pretty ribbon or lace between these two pages just to create a fun little edge. I didn't do much on this page because I felt that the image was just too pretty and I didn't want to mess with that. I have added something to each of these pages from the book, some sort of a tab or a little piece of ribbon or a little piece of tape around it. Here's a large tag that's just kind of floating onto the book. And this is a loose little tag with a little snowman sticker, 3D. And I added this pretty tinsel that I've had for a very long time. And I added this cute little paper clip here that she can use, you know, from something else. This one here, another pocket, just some stitching around. And I added more of these vintage images that I got from a book, and I just trimmed them out. And some more tags, because I love tags. And then another floating tag here. This is such a beautiful book. Every other page that has lyrics or musical sheets from specific Christmas music. So this one is Jingle Bells. And then obviously there's several stories in this book. It's not just one story. So that's why I didn't want to cover them. So she can read, or whoever's looking at this book can actually read the stories, because each story is been separated by a music sheet. So that was the end of another story, and here's another one. But in between, I sandwiched this I don't know, what do we call these? Just a, you know, a little pocket with some sequins in here. These were pages that I got last year. These little pocket pages were from Ali Edwards, and if the holes don't match on your little clear pages like this, one way that I figure how to do this is I just add a washi tape on both sides, and I just punch the holes to match whatever my, you know, my pocket or my book is. I just added this one here to keep this pocket closed, but she can just take this out and then add more stuff to it, and then once she's done, she can seal it completely. I didn't want to finish it up for her. I just added this word that says peace. She can use it in here, or she can take it out if she wants. So see, this little story ended right there. Here's the other music song. Here's this fun little page. This is one of those clear pockets that you can find in the dollar bin at Target. I myself have not been able to find it, but someone gave me a few of them, so I decided to share one with her. And again, it's a pocket, and she can just use all of these little tags that I'm sending to her. Then this one here is just a little tuck space. Another cute little card that I found that looked vintagey, but it's not vintage. It came in a pack of, I don't know, there are several designs in the box. So I'm sending her some, and I'm using some for my December daily, which I will be doing a flip through to mine later. I just wanted to get hers done and get it in the mail. So this one I left again as a large pocket. I just stitched all the way around, and I added some large journaling cards in here for her. Nothing on this page. She can use that as she likes or can use. Another floating tag, another part of the story. And this is an odd shape page, which I enjoy doing. I should do more. I've done some with a very pretty scalloped on the edge, but this is just a large tag. And then I staple this little baker's twine on both sides and just tied it there with another little tag. then there's the end of that one. And here's another example of another pocket page. Let me find something to add to her. Let's see, I've already given her that one. Let's do that. And another one of these. I have more stuff that I am sending to her, but I just wanted to show you that this is another pocket. This is just a square. And same thing, it didn't fit. It was actually too long or too wide for the size of this junk journal. So I trimmed the edge. I stitched it on the side right here to keep the pocket, and then punched 2 new holes. And I'm going to add these here for her. I will be adding more things. I actually have a baggie here with just, I should just grab some of this stuff because all of this I'm sending to her. So I'm going to fill that one up. This is what I'm sending her. And so I really like this pocket here. She can, you know, create a little layout, or she can use it to hold some memorabilia. Here's another page. I just kept it simple. This one I did not seal. So she can, again, leave it like this, and just as a page, but she has the option to use it as a pocket as well. Kind of simple. This is just, I punched half of a doily here, and this is actually 2 of them. Because I felt that one was, maybe even 3, because I felt that one was just too delicate. So I made it thicker by leaving 2 or 3 of them together, and I added this other little sticker there. She can actually glue it there if she wanted to, or maybe add a little glue down here and leave it as a tuck space, or just leave it as a floating little design or, you know, accessory there. And then I added a little lace over here. This is another floating little tag. One more pocket here. This actually has 4 individual pockets in, you know, within. And I just put 1 hole on the edge so it can kind of just sit there. She can add photos. I actually did that last year in mine. Or she can use it to hold, you know, whatever she wants in there. And another simple cute little page I just stitched on this side, but again left it as a pocket. There's a lot of pockets, and I don't know if she has the need for them, but it's up to her. And then a few more little pages. By now I have ran out of these pages from the book itself. This was the last one, but I felt like I still needed more pages in here, so I created several more and just did some simple decorating for her right here. I really like this one. This is just a, I don't know, a little this divider, whatever you want to call it. She can actually move this. I actually I think I was inspired by some page that I saw on Pinterest, and it was something like this where it had an edge, but I thought I'll just leave it loose. And I thought about adding the numbers. So for each day, you know, December 1st, December 2nd, and so on, I was thinking about doing these and just putting the date or the day, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And those would be my designated dates in my junk journal. So this is the very last page over here. I just decorated it with another half of the doily, a little pendant tag, and then stitched on the very top. And that is it. That is her book. It's empty, and it's kind of already, you know, chunky enough. I think it's the perfect size. She will be able to add more as she wants to. These rings are pretty big, so it still has room for the book to grow. Like I said, I am this is just where I'm holding her the things that I want to send her. I found these beautiful napkins that had vintage images on them on Tuesday morning, and so I bought a pack of each. I am using them in my junk journal, so I thought maybe she would want some as well. So I'm sending her several of the napkins, and these, if you open them up, there are 4 Santas on more than that. Oh, I thought it was just 4, but look at how beautiful. Because they're so thin, you know, you could just probably, it might make sense to glue them back to back so that they are a little bit stronger. But again, it's up to her. And that's it. Oh, I made one of these little tassels here that she can add. She can add it here, or she can, you know, maybe punch a hole, but I feel like I'm gonna let her decide how she wants to use it. But I am sending this as well, and a few more little accessories and ephemera that she can use to finish up her junk journal. So I am so happy. I gave this away because I hit another milestone on my Instagram, and I was happy to share with her and with all of you. But unfortunately, I am just so busy with different things. This is why I'm running so late. You know, to make 2 junk journals right before December was super hard. I still haven't finished mine. Let me give you a quick little sneak peek of mine. This is my December Daily 2019. It's the same kind of format. I wanted to use a little golden book that I found, but once I received this beautiful wooden cover from Freckle Fond, I fell in love with it, and I decided to use my little golden book for next year. So this year I decided to use this. It's the same principle as this one here. I'm going to end up switching this because I have smaller rings on mine, and I know I'm going to need bigger ones. So I'm just going to show you the cover in the back because I haven't finished the inside. But the color here, I'll show you the inside. The inside is, I'm sorry, the cover looks like this, but the colors that I'm using for my December daily include pinks and reds and turquoise, also very vintagey, kind of this look over here. And so that's why I decided to add a wash of pink color to the cover and the back. And this little tree here, it was engraved, I'm gonna say, onto the wood. So I just put some glue and added some very fine glitter to make it pop up. And then I had these numbers. These are by Felicity Jane. This beautiful poinsettia here is, I found it at Hobby Lobby. And the little wooden stars, I don't remember where I got them from. I'm sure Tuesday morning as well. The frame over here, the turquoise, I used my Cricut to cut out that, and I glued several copies of it to make it a little bit thicker. And then use a little pom-pom ribbon around and a few more little accents that I already had. So this is just a sneak peek of my December daily for this year, which I will have a flip through as soon as, you know, maybe I'll do one empty and then one when it's full. I don't know. Like I said, I have so much stuff that I have to get done. I don't know what I will have. Maybe I'll just do one and show it to you once it's done. So, all right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this quick little flip through. I'm sure she will love it. I hope she will love it. And that's it. So let me know if you have any questions. I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you so much for stopping by. So until next time, take care. Bye.